Zoom meetings.
That is literally what I wear to film these videos. Let's just say you're lucky this is cropped. Tighty whitey sports science. And here is a picture of Dan Bilzerian and his employees. HR will have a few things to say about that, I think. Imagine the paperwork.
Link. Music. Halloween.
Either your daddy was a crook, scammed millions of dollars and you claim to be a poker genius, or love your energy, love the clarity you bring on, and above all, the honesty. I don't know what to believe anymore. My primal brain is getting distracted. This lady has the right idea. She looks happy. She looks interested. And okay, well, she does look genuinely ecstatic, as does this man. Would you really want to follow that face onto a private plane? Have you not seen every straight-to-DVD horror film such as me? I wonder what they get up to on there. Do they get on those little TV screens with 3 episodes of Family Guy, Tetris, and a disproportionate amount of Adam Sandler films on it? If so, I'm in. Dan Bilzerian recently released his book, and in his book he revealed his monster anabolic stack. Didn't read it, couldn't be bothered. That stack, however, pales in comparison to the anabolic stupidity that is his energy drink, aptly named Zero, from company Ignite, who ask poignant questions such as, would you rather have a good girl or a few bad ones? Well, what did you order, mate? That's probably what you're getting. No, good girl, a life companion to share memories with, to make memories with, that type of stuff. But also to go and watch your football team lose 4-0 at home with you. At least the fans have a sense of humour. Chestnut checkers. Nothing roastable in there. Just this comment. Disgusting company with disgusting values. Alright, don't sit on the fence. I mean, his comment section is brutal. But my favourite comment, which one is wife? The comedic value of that comment was outstanding. And so Ignite posts trash which has no real meaningful, valuable information about their products, so let me take the opportunity to review it. If my video was an IG hashtag lifestyle pic, it would be this. That looks like a really weird bank robbery. All the flavors are absolute glutes, which leads me to saying thank you for watching my previous video about glute training science. I appreciate the input. Thank you so much. And so welcome to the energy drink playlist, let's call it, where I take a look at popular stimulated formulas, where I tell you whether they are carefully designed performance formulas or cheap gunk mass marketed for marbles. And so Ignite are very careful to not show you the actual label for the energy drink on the website, because, you know, maybe then people could actually understand what's in it. But we sell sandals also, though, so there's that. Okay, first the flavors. Blue raspberries, I think you need to see a doctor if you can track that. Peach, purely passion, and my personal favorite stupid name, Tart Breaker, no comment, simply no comment. Zero by Ignite, focus, mood, vitality, performance, and it's listed as a performance beverage. So the ingredients would need to support those claims by having an evidence base for having ergogenic benefits. And so by doing these videos, I've come across a trend where companies don't show the ingredients label on the website for the product. Bradley Martin does that also with some of his products, as I've shown before. And so I didn't actually think that was a thing, but apparently it is. I just assumed that if you were selling something like a drink, you would have to show the label, you know, when you're selling it. And so what you get instead of that are marketing statements and generic explanations or the listing of ingredients with no dose. If you can take the time to type all that in, you can upload an image of the actual label. The only thing we are really told here is there's 250 milligrams caffeine. Okay, so far it looks like a standard caffeine-packed stimulant drink. And so already based off their decision to present it like this, my thinking is that this is the standard caffeine drink with other bits thrown in as fillers like G Fuel. And move over match of the day, because here are the highlights. Delivers an eye-opening burst of smooth, sustained and controlled feel-good energy. Supports the production of key brain neurotransmitters, serotonin and dopamine, for improved mood. Proven brain-boosting nutrients support focus and motivation while reducing stress and nervousness. Controls adrenal response, lessening fight or flight syndrome. So zero jitters and zero crash. And so those are quite the claims made. From a suspicious list of ingredients with no doses or real explanation behind them or any research articles on the website to support the claims. And so here's what I did. I used my sausage fingers to try and find the label. From an independent Amazon seller, who, as Dan should have done, has uploaded a picture of the ingredients label. That awkward moment where you try to hide the ingredients from the internet, but it turns up on Amazon. And so here it is. Screenshot that because you won't find it anywhere on Dan's website or social media pages. And so this is the first section, which is basically just not a lot of anything. It's filler. Tiny amount of salt and carb, a quarter vitamin dose. There's just nothing of real substance there to shout home about. But to be fair to them, I do prefer those vitamin doses to the 300% doses you'll see in energy drinks, which is just completely ridiculous. And then we get to the performance nootropic. So this is what they're really selling you. This is the magic right here, because they aren't selling you 1 gram of carb and 60 micrograms of vitamin B12. This is where their marketing claims come from, this powerful little formula here of alpha GPC, tyrosine and caffeine. Where's the rest? So 250 milligrams caffeine. I mean, that is decent in isolation if you're looking for a caffeine drink. It might be a little bit too much for some people, where I've stated many times that around 200 milligrams is kind of the standard that you're going to see in a lot of products. But is this energy drink just caffeine with fancy marketing, or is this a genuinely decent formula which allows them to make those claims of mood, vitality, focus, and performance? So we have L-tyrosine at 250 milligrams. So first of all, for people who take L-tyrosine as a supplement, how much would they take? What is the range from the body of research we have so far? It's 500 to 2000 milligrams. Dan Bilzerian's put 250 in. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but hashtag underdose, massively underdosed. I mean, just ridiculously underdosed. And people take L-tyrosine pre-workout, and so instantly, even if this ingredient was strong, it just isn't effective for you in the amount that they're giving you in the can. But is it a strong ingredient in itself? And so L-tyrosine is an amino acid, and it's involved in the production of dopamine, hence why I think they've, claimed all these dopamine benefits, the feel-good marketing that supports dopamine, the mood type of stuff. And so to be fair, this form is bioavailable, and for the reduction of stress in the body, it's not a bad ingredient. But overall, I'm not a massive fan of it based on the evidence base. I do not think it's something you need to take. And indeed, there is not strong evidence to suggest that supplementing with L-tyrosine can increase dopamine production. And so for me, this isn't bad. As a stressor, it's okay to put in. But as one of just 3 ingredients, this is nowhere near powerful enough to be impressive, and certainly not to support all the claims made. And the dose is absolute trash. It is literally embarrassing how little they've put in. Down the hatch. Alpha GPC 300 milligrams. Okay, so nootropic ingredients, brain gains, the cognitive enhancing aspect, which to be fair has decent support in rats. No strong human evidence, but the rats love it. Seriously, for healthy young people, supplementing with this does not have a strong evidence base for you to take it and to market as a cognitive booster. Where this ingredient does have support is for the elderly, is for cognitive decline, even for some disease such as Alzheimer's. But I'm pretty sure that Dan Bilzerian is not marketing his energy drink at the elderly. Just a stab in the dark there. In any case, what would be the effective dose that we would see in the research? Well, around 300 to 600 milligrams for performance applications. And to be fair, there is support for the performance application of power outputs, 300 to 600 milligrams for rats also. And so Ignite put 300 milligrams in. And so regardless of why they're putting this in, they've given you the bare minimum in the effective range, the absolute scraping the surface. We're just getting onto the platform, bare minimum they could give you, which ironically would not ignite cognitive benefits. But 300 milligrams of this, the bare minimum, with caffeine and underdosed L-tyrosine, is nowhere near sufficient to support the claims they make. It is so bare bones, cutting corners. It's basically kind of like the plumbing in my house. Let's just say that kettle and bucket of water over the head has been useful recently. And then they have their list of other things in tiny amounts in the can. That is why we won't show you the actual amounts. A waste of time is what I call that, or behave yourself, or the oldest trick in the book would work. And so this is the typical mass-marketed energy drink with fancy marketing labels, social media hype, which in reality is just 250 milligrams caffeine, with not a lot else. Underdosed L-tyrosine and bare minimum alpha GPC does not qualify as a powerful formula. And if you're going to use just 3 ingredients in that way that's so obvious, surely you have to dose them correctly. There's only 3 of them. Surely you can't underdose and give the bare minimum for the other ingredients. But look, if you want 250 milligrams caffeine in a drink as a pick-me-up, well, okay, you may take this, but maybe people would enjoy a coffee more, or 3. Navy don't pay enough. I'll stick to tap water. Good choice.